Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Decant Boutique video. We're back again on the website. Today's brand we have Tom Ford. Tom Ford right here. And staying hydrated is the key to getting through one of these longer videos from me. So yeah, since I'm talking a lot. Oh yeah, let's get right into it then. Alright, so Tom Ford, we're gonna go through just the private blends, the signature collection, and that's pretty much it. We're not gonna go through the female selection like always, or else the video is just gonna be ridiculously long because there's a lot of Tom Fords here to cover. Let's just go through them. First one here we have Oud Wood, of course. Really amazing fragrance. Oud Wood. It's gotta be one of my favorite of all Tom Ford fragrances. It's just a soft, woody scent with touch of sweetness. It sounds simple on the surface, which it is a simple kind of fragrance, but it has a lot of depth. It has enough depth to make it interesting, and it smells fairly unique as well. Not a lot of fragrances will smell like Oud Wood. There's only one that comes to mind is Versace Oud Noir by Versace, but that's like a designer version of Oud Wood. This one just takes the cake. Oud Wood is a legendary scent, one of the best sellers from Tom Ford for a very good reason. And I know we have some here, it's labeled female, they're wrong. A lot of these are unisex. I just don't think we have a unisex classification on the website just yet, but yeah, they're not female fragrance fam. They're unisex, but a male wear is just fine. Like I wear it just fine. A lot of people in the Fragcom wear it just fine. It's phenomenal. Oud Wood. If you haven't tried it out yet, man, you're missing out heavy on Oud Wood for sure. Next one we have Tobacco Vanille. I touched on Tobacco Vanille in the Parfums de Mali video, but this one, really nice, dark, rich tobacco, vanilla, sweet. It's leaning on the artistic side, a little bit harder to wear, but definitely a fragrance that's worth trying. It's one of the legends in this community. It's kind of like a fragrance that you need to smell to be able to have conversations with people. That's how popular, or that's how impactful this fragrance has been, is that so many people reference this fragrance that if you have not smelled this one yet, you'll be kind of out of the loop in a lot of conversations when it comes to tobacco or vanilla type fragrances in the winter, fall time. So if you're in this community for any extended length of time, you haven't smelled this one yet, you should get your nose on this one. I can say the same about Oud Wood as well in regards to what we're talking about here, is that Oud Wood is also another fragrance where you should smell just to be able to have some conversations. And I'm gonna say the same thing about the next one that we're gonna talk about here, is that Tuscan Leather. Tuscan Leather is definitely one of the best, one of the most cloned fragrance from Tom Ford. It's so popular. The raspberry leather DNA is dark, it's sweet, it's brooding, but it's so attractive at the same time. There's a lot going on. The scent is bold, it's rich, it's phenomenal. Five out of 5. I mean, who put this at 4-star? Who put this at 4-star? That's not right. It should be 5. It should be 5 because of how amazing this fragrance is. So yeah, another one that you should smell because you need to be able to reference this yourself. But majorly cloned all over the place because of how amazing the DNA is. So try this one out if you haven't done so yet, of course. Next one here with Tom Ford's Grey Vetiver. This one's one of my personal favorites. It's clean. It's really it's a very Tom Ford-esque fragrance. It's Tom Ford level clean, smooth. The vetiver has a little bit of creaminess in there to make it just not just piercing citrus clean vetiver. Has a little bit of creaminess in there as well to make it a little bit more interesting. So yeah, love Grey Vetiver. Is one that I wear a lot myself. All right, let's move on. We have a lot to go through. Tom Ford Noir Extreme. This one is sweet gourmand. Has some very unique gourmandos of like, I forgot the exact name for that gourmando, for that dessert that is inspired from, but it's really nice. The sweetness is really unique. I like this one. It has a dark element to it, so it's sweet, dark, but still very much smooth and mass appealing. It's not as dark as Tuscan Leather would be in terms of like when you're talking darker nuances, but really good stuff, creative fragrance. Tom Ford's effing fabulous, I guess. It's not my channel, so I can't swear, but effing fabulous is really good. Very sweet. I used to own this one. I sold it because it is just very sweet. Off my skin, leather, sweet. It's nice. It's nice if you like sweet fragrance, but for me, a little bit too much. All right, Tom Ford's Ombre Leather. Now this one used to be so hard to find. It used to be in the same bottle as these private blends, but it got discontinued, but it was so popular that I actually brought it back in this line, and I'm happy they brought it back here because it's cheaper now in this line than it was when it was a private blend for sure, and I love it. I love this scent. It's like wearable Tuscan leather. It's a wearable Tuscan leather, bar none, one of the best releases ever. I want to own this, have not yet to own it. Tom Ford's Tobacco Oud. This one, not my favorite. It's a little hard to wear, but I know a lot of people who are a bit older than me, other reviewers who love to wear this scent, and all power to them. It's harder to wear for sure. It's kind of animalic, oud, tobacco. It's just a whole bunch of rich, tougher notes to put on, all packed in one fragrance basically. And yeah, I don't wear it, I don't like it, but people do like it. And some people have reported also getting some compliments, so there's that. Black Orchid, I'm gonna skip over the women's like I said, because we have so much more as you guys can see here. New Orleans Portofino right here, really nice, clean, and rolly scent. It smells very similar to 4711, but a lot more high quality, like tons more high quality. It smells really nice. I like it, I owned it myself, and it's one that I like to wear during hot summer days where I'm just lounging around the house or when I'm cleaning or whatever. It just gives me that kind of clean feeling scent, really like it. Noir de Noir, Rose Chocolate. What else do I have to say about this? It's phenomenal. It's so delicious. There's so many of these that I want to own, but yeah, Noir de Noir Rose Chocolate, it's just so good, so good. Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. I do own this one. Don't have it with me at the moment, but Lost Cherry is really nice. Expensive though, is nice, is a little bit feminine. I don't really like to wear this myself, but my ex-girlfriend likes to wear this, so I gave it to her. It's with her. I don't know if she's gonna give it back to me or not, but it's with her. Mandarin de Amalfi, this one is nice, leaning on the orange, the mandarin side, of course, of the citrus world, so or a bit more citrusy, orangey, fresh. This one's nice, and is one that is a favorite of Cascade Scents. Yeah, Mandy's from Cascade Scents, so it's a good one. I'm nothing against it. Plum Japonais, this one I don't remember as much, but I remember I like it. The plum note in here is a little bit on the darker side. It's not super sweet, it's not super fruity. It's a bit of a dark nuances. It's really grounded, really nice fragrance, well balanced, nicely composed. There's no notes in here that I remember being overly strong or overpowering each other. It's just a really nice composition, just well done plum fragrance. And if you know plum is a very kind of a niche note. There are people who like it, there's people who really hate it. But if you like plum, this has got to be one of the best plum out there for you. Graveyard EDT, fresher take on the the fresher version of the EDP. Well, the EDT came out first, but you know what I mean. This is just a fresher version. The EDP is like the darker version, the creamier version, if you will. Italian Cypress. I don't quite remember what this one smells like. I used to own it, surprisingly, and I sold it, but I don't quite remember exactly what it smells like, so I'm gonna gloss that one over because I don't want to give you guys false information. But I sold mine away, so apparently I didn't like it all that much. I don't remember, sorry guys, it was like 3 years ago. Beau de Jour is one that I haven't smelled, surprisingly. I've never smelled this one. It's so popular, I just never smelled it yet. So yeah. Amber Absolute. Okay, this one is amber, animalic, it's dark, it's a lot, man. It's a lot going on in here. Very artistic to me though, hard to wear due to that animalic kind of note in there. A little bit hard to wear for me. All right, and oof, man, we have so many more Tom Fords to go through. Let's see, Rive de Ombre, not smelled that. I smelled it, just don't remember it. Yeah, I guess it wasn't that memorable, so I didn't smell it. Oh, actually, I'm gonna go over these. Black Orchid and Velvet Orchid, and we'll call this a video, and then we'll come back with part 2 for Tom Ford later on, maybe next month or so. But yeah, Black Orchid and Velvet Orchid, let's just touch on these two really quickly. Both really good, heavy, dark patchouli scent. Black Orchid is hailed to be one of the most creative scent, designer-wise, ever. Very polarizing though, guys. Guys might not like to wear this as much, and women as well. So it's dark, it's hard to wear for both genders, to be perfectly honest with you. Velvet Orchid, to me, is a much easier to wear version of Black Orchid. It still retains the artisticness in it, but Black Orchid definitely is much more rich and has tons of depth and nuances that Velvet Orchid is the easier of the two to pull off for women. For a man can't pull off Velvet Orchid, my personal opinion, a little bit too feminine, but man can pull off Black Orchid if man is brave enough to wear Black Orchid. But there's that. That is for Tom Ford Part 1, I guess. We don't have time to go over the rest of them because it's just so many. So yeah, we're just gonna stop it there. We'll do Part 2 sometime next month or something. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Bye-bye.